All right. So last week we picked head coaches and GMs. We all happened to pick a coach that was also a play caller. So for you guys, I have defensive head coaches to be your coordinator. And Aaron, that is why I asked you to pick some offensive head coaches to be my offensive coordinator because you guys picked offensive play callers. I have a defensive call player. So your options for your defensive coordinators are Dan Quinn, D'Amico Ryans, Robert Sala, and Todd Bowles.
Give me D'Amico Ryans. That Texans defense is nasty. Give me D'Amico Ryans. Former linebacker and current baller.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the same thing 2 weeks in a row and just do what Aaron does. So I'm gonna say, was it Dan Quinn?
Yeah, Dan Quinn was the first option. The true mastermind behind the
Hold
Legion
on.
of Boom.
Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking Brian Dable for a second. I was like, wait, no.
No, that he's an offensive guy, but he is the offensive coordinator underneath Robert Sala in Tennessee now, who have built the baldest coaching staff ever seen. If you haven't seen that post, they have like 9
I
coaches
think
and
I
they
have
have
seen
no
that.
hair.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
That's funny. All
So
right, Matt, here are your options for an offensive coordinator. Your options are Andy Reid,
okay,
number one. You have Sean McVay, number two, or Kyle Shanahan, number three.
you really just gave me the top 3 guys, and I think I have to go Sean McVay. I mean, there it's so hard to slow down his offense, and it shows. Cause who were the Rams' 5 losses to? It was us, the Eagles, and who else? Okay, you lost to San Francisco. That's a divisional game, so big whoop. You lost to Carolina and Atlanta. Okay. You lost to Seattle twice, and you lost to Philadelphia. Two of the better defensive play callers in Mike McDonald and Vic Fangio, who know how to scheme up anything and shut it down. And then you whooped up on San Francisco the second time you played them. So yeah, I think I got to go Sean McVay there.
That's a good one. I genuinely still don't know how the Panthers beat the Rams. I
I
don't know
don't.
how it happened.
I'm actually really
Maybe it was
disappointed
the
they couldn't.
two.
I'm disappointed they couldn't
Maybe it
pull
was
out
the
the
two
wild card.
interceptions.
That's what I was going to say. It's a shame they didn't beat him in the wild card.
It would have been an absolute.
Would have been nicer in the
cakewalk.
NFC Championship. Would have been a lot easier for us.
Mm-hmm. It would have been a cakewalk, but then people wouldn't have been able to say, "Oh, you had an easy schedule like the Patriots did."
Mm-hmm.
It worked out for you guys, anyways.
Yeah, it did.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Backseat Coaches. Episode number 2. Taking a big hit today on the pending free agent class. Certain positions are decently strong, but a lot of them are not. I mean, looking at the top, okay, Greg Rosenthal, whoever that is, on NFL.com made his list of the top free agents, and number 1 is Malik Willis.
Number
People are gonna-
one?
Number
Oh,
1, above George Pickens, Jalen Phillips, Tyler Linderbaum, Trey Hendrickson, Kenneth Walker,
Back.
Mike Evans, Kyle Pitts. However, I don't think he's going to be a free agent anymore. Isaiah Likely. Let's see who else is down here. Khalil
Isaiah
Mack.
likely a better free agent than Malik Willis.
Khalil Mack is number 37. I don't care how old he is. He is
But
still a dominant force.
I don't know. There's no telling if he's actually going to come back though.
On Kyle Pitts.
No, like Khalil Mack is going to call it a career or not.
Okay. I hope he plays
All
one
I
more
know
season.
is Malik Willis is a really nice, like solid backup. Not the best free agent in the class, though.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean? People are going to be chomping at the bit to get Malik Willis.
I definitely don't think he is like truly starting caliber. I would put him more in like the Jacoby Brissett market. He's a good bridge QB,
Yeah.
spot starter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's not going to be a guy that takes you to a Super Bowl. And unfortunately, I think Miami, since they want to get rid of Tua, they're going to overpay for Malik and be stuck with him for 2 years before they can really move off of him and be very disappointed.
They just have to keep their expectations real with him. Hopefully, they don't pay him too much.
I mean, he is only 27, which is that's hitting the true prime years for a quarterback. And I will never forget this. Everybody said Seattle should have taken them with the first round pick. I think that was the year we took Charles Cross.
Yeah, that was 2022.
Mm-hmm. People said we should have taken him with that first round pick we got from Denver. And I said, no. Mm-mm. We don't. I had a ton of belief in Drew Lock at the time because I thought he was going to win the starting job over Geno. I think we were better off with Geno winning that starting job over Drew Lock, but adding Malik Willis to that, no. Mm-mm. Absolutely
No
not.
way. But you do have to remember this about Drew Lock. Is he the greatest quarterback to ever play? No. And I just saw a video of this a few days ago. That's why I'm reminded of this. But do you remember Drew Lock's 92-yard game-winning drive against the Eagles while Geno was hurt in 2023?
Mm-hmm.
That drive was a masterclass in how to run a drive. Drew Lock hasn't run very many good drives in his career, but that one was iconic.
And he was like, he had real good ball placement on that throw, hitting the tight windows. Granted, he did keep abusing a beat down and underperforming James Bradbury. But what was that final drive? How did that go? 92 yards. He went, let's see, 0 for 1, 1 for 1, 2 for 2 for 1 for 2, 2 for 3, 3 for 4, 3 for 5, 3 for 6, 4 for 7, 4 for 8, 4 for 9. Okay, he went 5 for 10 on that drive. But this also doesn't tell me if it was he was under pressure and he had to throw the ball away. And it's just that's the target that it's telling me on ESPN. So I have no idea if that's a good stat line to have for that drive, but 92 yards in less than a minute and a half to take the lead. Insane.
And it was just if you roll the tape, it's a lot of good,
Mm-hmm.
Good well placed throws, well selected throws.
And we had a losing record with a 10-3 Philadelphia team coming in. We weren't supposed to win that game.
Nope.
And in hindsight,
But we
What
did.
week was that?
in hindsight, if you just what were the other matchups that week? Because I don't think there's any reason that game should have stayed on Monday night. If I can find the right week that it. Oh, nope, that's not it. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. I mean, what is here? Not much better, actually. Maybe the Bucks and the Packers that week, but that wasn't a good game.
Not in 2023.
Nope. Nothing. Well, because that was the start of Baker Mayfield Bucks, and that was the year that Jordan Love truly took over.
Yeah, so it was just a transition time for both teams.
Mm-hmm. The best game from that week was that Bengals Vikings game when Jake Browning went nuclear.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hit him with the "you never should have cut me" after they kicked the game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
Which
Now I don't know if he has a job.
he's still in Cincinnati. He signed
Oh.
He signed a 2-year deal, I think worth $12 million to stay the backup.
Okay.
And he had significant playing time this year.
Okay, it's just a 2-year contract. It's not telling me how much he got paid. He didn't do that hot this year though when he had his three starts. Went 0 and 3, 771 yards, 6 touchdowns and 8 picks. Who did he play against? The Vikings, the Broncos, and the Lions. So
That's tough because the Broncos are really good. The Lions are good.
The Vikings have a really good defense because Brian Flores is calling it.
Yeah.
So not a great spot for him to be playing. On top of he had no run game in any of those games, considering he was the leading rusher against Detroit, and no one had higher than 40 yards across any of those games. But that's what happens when you have an owner that doesn't want to spend any money.
And a defense that can't stop a nosebleed.
Nope. Oh, where did my camera go?
Mac, I think your camera died.
Crap. All right, I'm just going to switch to the other one. I'm not going to deal with it. Did you switch?
In other news, I think it was this morning that the Falcons franchise tag hits.
Yeah, which is why I don't think he's going to be on the free agent market because I mean technically no, he
at least
won't
not
be.
For a little bit.
He won't be on the free agent market because the tag is going to keep him there either way, unless they do what Jadeveon Clowney did with the Texans, where it's going to be a tag and trade, where he's going to refuse to sign it with this team specifically, get traded, sign the deal, and then, hi, can you please not walk on the table, please?
Guest appearance.
Could you guys see my cat? I don't
We
know
don't
if
have
she
that
walked in
kind of
frame.
money. Yeah, she did.
She did? Ah.
We don't have that kind of money yet. We can't afford guest appearances.
It's okay. She's free. She lives here for free. She can be on camera for free. So yeah, Pitts could easily just pull what Jadeveon Clowney did and get tagged, say you don't want to play on the tag, get traded, sign the tag, and then maybe sign a new deal with the team that traded for you. The issue is...
Isn't that what Jamar Chase has been trying to do?
No, he signed a deal.
Yeah, he signed a huge deal.
Oh, he was just...
Yeah, he became the highest paid wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he got paid big.
Picked up his 5th-year option, yada, yada, yada. Okay, 4 years, $161 million, making him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history at the time. So somebody passed him up at some point. How are the Bengals doing on cap space? Where are they sitting?
Not well.
No, you're wrong. They are 7th. They got 53 and a
If
half
only
million.
they would spend it.
Yeah, no. I'm amazed they have that much with how much they're paying T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Joe Burrow.
They have the money and they don't spend it on an O line.
No,
Or
because
defense.
their owner's cheap. It is entirely the owner's fault that they have been stuck in poverty for so long. And I believe
Was it playoff
that
push and Dunzo?
what? I
Was it
believe
just like
Jamar.
one? I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I believe that Joe Burrow is going to start the process of doing whatever Carson Palmer did when he was in Cincinnati of like, okay, I'm not going to win here. Get me out of here. I'm going to retire. I don't. You're not going to win anything in Cincinnati. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
No.
Man, they had a shot to build though, because they had that 2021 run where they had an elite offense, a serviceable at least defense. They made the Super Bowl and barely lost it in a classic, thanks to Eli Apple's big mouth and doesn't know how to walk the talk. But they just didn't. They didn't ever go into that aggressive all-in mode to go back. They took down the dynastic Chiefs to get there, and they did not build off of it.
Yeah, up until they lost that Super Bowl to the Eagles in the rematch, he was the second QB to defeat Mahomes in the playoffs. The only other guy being Tom Brady on two different teams across 3 years.
Yeah.
They haven't.
I just can't believe as an owner and a GM that you would go to the Super Bowl after defeating the decade's dynasty.
I mean, they almost went
who
back
had
to the
only
Super
been
Bowl.
defeated at that point by the GOAT himself.
Mm-hmm. They almost went back to the Super Bowl the year after in another close matchup with the Chiefs in Arrowhead. When did that final score happen? With 3 seconds left to go in regulation, the Chiefs kicked the game winner.
Oh, that's right.
And I think that was the first year that the Chiefs offense was starting to have some questions because it was very clear they were not the same team anymore that had been dominating since Mahomes took over the starting job from Alex Smith, because they had no run game again. I mean, Pacheco kind of picked it up towards the end of the season, but there wasn't a whole lot. And outside of Kelsey, you had no proven receivers.
No, not at that point.
There was nothing.
And the Bengals, but especially after the Super Bowl loss, instead of wearing that as a huge chip on their shoulder, the owner and GM were just like, let's keep playing it conservative. How do you do that? And they made the AFC Championship the next year and narrowly lost it too.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do it after that? So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily be mad at Burrow if he said, hey, I want to go win elsewhere with a team that's ready to do it.
Yeah, he will end up doing what Matt Stafford did, more than likely. I truly believe he has that talent to go win a Super Bowl. I mean, clearly he's made it before. But he needs to be on a team that is much better managed.
Yeah.
And that it all starts with the owner. That's the 100%. Key. You need to go to a team that is actually in good function. You can't stay in that mess. You can't go to a team like the Jets until they get a new owner. That's not going to change. The Steelers will never be anything different until, well, hold on. They made a coaching change, so maybe something will change this season. Who else has bad ownership? the Browns,
Yeah, because
Cowboys.
Kevin Stefanski was not the problem
Mm-mm.
there.
Unfortunately, Jerry Jones says that he's not going to step down until the Cowboys win a Super Bowl.
It wouldn't be a
But
problem if he stayed the owner. He is not a good GM anymore.
no,
He hasn't
unfortunately,
been a
I
good
think
GM
he
in
will.
30 years.
I don't think he'll be with us the next time they win a Super Bowl. Being
No,
so
he won't.
serious.
He will not.
And it's so sad too because the Cowboys have been exciting throughout our lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
There was a little bit of a glimmer in the Romo years, the early Dak Prescott years, but they just can't seem to put a Super Bowl caliber team together. The furthest they've gotten since their last win is the divisional round.
And I
Yeah,
think they've only made it to the divisional round twice since then. I could
20
be very wrong. I know it's 2 times since I've been watching football. That was that the Des didn't catch it game against the Packers in 2014, and then that divisional game against the Todd Gurley Rams that had that boring Super Bowl against the Patriots in 2018.
Yeah, I think those were the only two. The rest of it's just been wild card losses if they have made the playoffs.
It's
A
just
lot of it to
sad.
the 49ers, I think, actually.
Kryptonite. Bobby
Yeah,
Wagner's
just
a
not super well
Bobby
run.
Wagner's a free agent this year. What?
He just needs to play one more game to get the tackle record.
Okay. Here's how you do it. You either stay in Washington and work with Dan Quinn because you know that system. You'll make it work. Or you come back to Seattle for just one more year. I would not be
I
mad if
don't
you
hear
came
any
home
objections
one
to
last
that.
time.
I would not be opposed to that either.
I mean, regardless, he will. I'm pretty sure he will sign a 1 day contract to retire as a Seahawk.
Most likely. Yeah, it just makes you wonder what will he do? Because the Commanders too, I think they still have hope. They were a team that was in the NFC Championship a couple years ago. Last season, they just were hurt. Jaden
Yeah.
Daniels was hurt most of the year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of key guys were hurt most of the year.
Yeah.
Some of them are really old, which doesn't help. But
You were missing Terry McLaurin for a good chunk.
Missed. You didn't have Austin Eckler for like. I think you only had him for like 4 games
Yeah, but
for
Eckler
this
didn't.
season.
Eckler was the leading rusher in one game, and he had 17 yards in that game.
I don't think he should have left the Chargers.
Eckler had 14 carries for 43 yards this season.
on the seat, whoa,
On
that's
the
rough.
season, he played in 2 games.
Yeah, that's pretty
2
brutal.
games, not 4 games.
Last year, he played in 12, had 77 carries for 367 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's about done.
His best years were with the Chargers, and it was like early on with the
Undoubtedly.
Chargers when he was the nasty receiving threat.
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy manager's dream.
Mm-hmm. And then before Jaden Daniels went down the first time, you were sitting at 3-5, and then we blew them out. They went to 3-6. He came back for one game against Minnesota, got hurt again, got shut down for the season, and then you proceeded to end off the year going 2-2 with Mariota and Josh Johnson as your quarterbacks.
The Josh Johnson. I can't believe he's still playing.
He got his second career win, both of them being with Washington. First one coming back when they were still the Redskins.
He's like Josh Johnson, I think, is the same age as Matt Stafford. I think he's like 37 or 38.
He is 39.
I think he is. Oh,
I do remember in the 2020 edition of the XFL, Josh Johnson actually balled out. He was a borderline MVP in that league. It's a shame that it got shut down.
What team was he on? Was he on?
He was on the Los Angeles Wildcats.
Okay, not the comedian, the NFL player.
He balled
comedian's pretty
out
funny too,
in that
though.
league.
I want them to bring the Seattle Sea Dragons back in the XFL. I miss it.
Well, now it's the UFL.
I don't care. I want the Sea Dragons back, or I want Boise to get a team.
We technically
I was
have
actually
to-
reading an article. Boise's not going to get a team.
Oh man.
Boise
Something with
has
the
an
local
arena
government.
football team.
Boise has what?
An arena football team.
Oh, the Horsemen. That's right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not.
We
it's
do have a
not like the
professional
UFL.
soccer team coming though.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, football, whatever. It's soccer.
It's soccer. The people who invented it called it soccer.
I don't want to hear people saying they're the kings of soccer or hockey anymore. We beat you in hockey. We're gonna beat you in soccer. Leave us out of it. It's soccer.
All right. Do we want to make any predictions on some of the top free agents or where we think they'll land?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna skip past Malik Willis because I don't care.
Dolphins.
Yeah, that's like almost feels like set in stone.
That's a given.
I think on the Seahawks side of things, I think we're stupid if we don't re-sign Kenneth Walker.
Mhm.
Bring that guy back.
Mm-hmm.
He's been nothing but a really good, solid running back. Has been healthier than Chris Carson and Rashad Penny ever dreamed of being,
Don't.
and is a
remind
Super
me.
Bowl MVP.
Don't remind me of Chris Carson. I loved that.
I
man.
know.
That was so.
He was a great
disappointing.
running back when he was on the field. Great.
The 2 years that he was actually used, he ended as a top 5 leading rusher in the league, and then 2020 happened, and they said no, let Russ throw the ball more.
But wasn't he a Pro Bowler both those years?
I believe so.
He was really good. I'm sad that he
I
got
want
hurt
a jersey
all the
of
time.
his. He is, I think, my third favorite running back to ever play the game.
Wow, that's high.
He never made the Pro Bowl.
What?
He has no career accolades.
Well, he does in my heart. Because he was freaking good.
He was so good. What was his best year? Okay, so in 2018, he had 1,151 yards and 9 touchdowns. 2019, 1,230 yards, 7 touchdowns. And then 2020, 681 yards and 5 touchdowns. All because Russell Wilson got greedy.
And threw 40 touchdowns.
And then he only played in 4 games because that's when he had that nasty neck injury in 2021 that ended cutting his career the same way it did with Cam Chancellor and Ryan Shazier.
Right in his prime.
He was so good.
He was really good.
I'm
He
not-
was
I'm
he was
not-
probably the second best Seahawks running back to play extensively in our lifetimes.
Mhm.
Because I mean, when we were little, Sean Alexander was torching the league, but in our age where we can remember,
Uh-huh.
Chris Carson was probably the second best Seahawks runner,
Yeah.
behind only Marshawn Lynch.
Mm-hmm. No, he is my third favorite all-time. Or is he fourth? He would
Who were
be
the other two?
So number 1 is Marshawn Lynch. No one will ever top that man. He's by far my favorite player. Number 2 is Alvin Kamara.
Okay.
Because he really caught my eye as a rookie. And I couldn't take my eyes off watching him. He was so good. especially being
Well, his
paired up,
Christmas game.
especially being paired up with Mark Ingram for those first few
Oh
years
my
of his
gosh.
career.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so nice. And then the person that Chris Carson would be competing with for number 3 is Adam Thielen, because he's the first true like white wide receiver that I ever saw ball out.
I think my second favorite running back. My first one's the same as yours because that's my childhood player. The second running back I would have to say would be AP.
Ooh.
That man was impressive. Came off an ACL tear and won MVP.
Mm-hmm. Which was very deserved. You led Christian Ponder of all quarterbacks to the playoffs that year.
Yeah.
Right? Was it Christian Ponder?
I think it would have been Christian
Because
Ponder.
I don't think Matt Castle was there yet. I think he was still with the Chiefs. 2012.
Yeah, I think Matt Castle with the Chiefs.
It was.
And Tavares Jackson was
Mhm.
rest in peace. Tavares Jackson was
He was a Buffalo Bill that
our
year because
backup.
we had
Oh.
Matt Flynn.
Oh, that's right. We had Matt Flynn.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was Christian Ponder the entire season, but for some reason, Joe Webb started the game at quarterback in that playoff game.
Joe Webb. I haven't heard that name in so long.
He was a terrible, terrible quarterback, but as a special teams gunner on punts, he was a stud.
Joe Webb. You don't know ball till you've known about Joe Webb.
You want to
Let me
know?
tell you, I know ball and I know Joe Webb.
You want to know what else is crazy about that season? Adrian Peterson, that game where he fell just short of the single game rushing record, didn't happen that year.
Happened his rookie year.
Was it really his rookie season that he did that?
Yeah, he had 296 yards in a game his rookie year.
What year was he a rookie?
Oh,
There he is. Against San Diego. Sorry, John.
Okay.
I think you guys still made the AFC Championship that year, so I think you're all right.
That's the furthest we've gotten.
So that's why AP's really high on my list, is because he was a monster.
No, he was an absolute beast.
Also in the top, probably 3 to 5 is Derrick Henry.
Ooh. The last true
I
quarterback of our time.
I watched live his 99-yard run against the Jags.
So did I.
And I'm like, this is Marshawn Lynch, Chris Johnson, and Adrian Peterson wrapped up into one horrifyingly good monster.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, CJ2K, that's another one. That dude was a beast.
I think that was 2018. The first game that I really remember seeing Derrick Henry go off was that 2017 wild card game against the Chiefs.
Dude, yeah.
That was
the one where Mariota caught his own pass.
Because aging Darrelle Revis was on that team and deflected the pass back to him.
Oh, that's right. He was.
It's weird to think
that
of
was
him
a
as
weird
Chief.
era of football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
Eric Berry.
I remember watching that run live. That was nuts. And it was the big key in him getting the rushing title. He got the rushing title the year after. Who had it? Oh, Zeke had it in 2018 after the year he got suspended.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it would have gone to.
Oh, we're talking.
I think it would have gone to Kareem Hunt again in back-to-back seasons if he hadn't gotten in any legal trouble.
Probably. But we're talking about 2010s football now. I think that's a good transition to our player career guessing.
Yeah, I would say.
I think that's perfect, actually.
So.
Because we're getting on the nostalgia train. Let's get further onto it, but in an organized way.
Who would like to start?
I say John goes first.
I'll go first.
I got a good feeling about it.
All right, what do you got, bud?
So, Was drafted in 2018 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the 3rd round
Okay.
from Humboldt State.
Oh,
All
oh
right.
no. I feel like I should know this already.
He, uh, he's a lineman.
Oh, I
Uh,
think I got it, but I want you to keep going.
he played with the Buccaneers from 2018 to 2021, with the Bengals
Yep,
from 22 to 24,
I got it.
and if I'm not wrong, is he currently on the Raiders?
I have no idea. I think that's right though.
I want to take a crack at it.
Go ahead.
Ted Karras.
Oh,
That's not terribly far off though.
that's
Or
very
what's
that's
it? Is it Jensen? Ryan
no,
Jensen?
no. He let's see. A hint is he has a ring.
With Tampa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was a
with
part of
Tampa
that
in
Brady team.
2020.
It's not Worst. Worst was drafted in 2020.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he was a starter on that team though.
He was.
He was? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Mac,
he
who was
was. He
he?
was. He was.
You got no clue? It's Alex Kappa.
Oh, dang it. See, that's where I was going with Ted Karras. I meant Alex Kappa. Something with a K.
I knew that the college sounded familiar, and for some reason I thought like I started going towards Ali Marpet, but I knew that wasn't right because he got drafted I think in 2015. And as soon as he
Yeah,
said the
he's a little older.
Bengals, I that was raps right there. I knew exactly who it was.
All right, Mac, is it going to be you or me?
I'll go. I think I got one that could stump you guys. So, this guy is a defensive player. Got drafted in 2020 in the 7th round to the Baltimore Ravens. He got released that at some point during that year and went to the Houston Texans practice squad. Then went back to Baltimore for a couple seasons and is currently with the Cincinnati Bengals. And he's been there since 2024.
Is this Geno Stone?
Ah, rats. Yeah.
Like Ravens and Bengals, that's a weird combo.
I thought he was drafted by Houston. I don't remember him being drafted by Baltimore.
I don't even remember him in Houston. I mostly just remember his
I don't remember him being
Ravens
drafted.
play and his Bengals a little bit.
Yeah. If you guys couldn't get it, I think that I probably would have been a dead giveaway, but he led the league in interceptions his last year in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Oh.
that would have been the one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my first player is an offensive player. This is a 2010s player. He was drafted in 2014.
Okay.
He was a Niner, a Brown, a Jag, a Chief, a Texan. He played 1 year with Seattle and then went back to the Jags for 1 year.
What year did he retire?
2021. He retired after the 2021 season.
What year was he in Seattle?
2020.
And he came from what team?
He came from the Texans. He's a skill position player. I don't know if that'll help too much.
Oh, boy.
A journeyman, to say the least.
Yes, his longest stint was with the team that drafted him. He was a Niner from 2014 to 2017.
Okay, I think I got it. I'm going to end up butchering his name, but just to make sure, do you know what number he wore in Seattle?
In Seattle?
Because I have a guess, and I think it's right.
He wore number 30 in Seattle.
Oh, crap. I
And
was
his
gonna,
name is very
Uh,
easy to pronounce.
I was gonna go Demontre Moore.
No.
War number 30.
30. That's a fullback number, right?
Defensive back.
No, he was a halfback.
Wait.
Is a halfback?
Oh,
Okay.
you said an offensive play. Oh boy. Oh boy. I know exactly who it is.
I
It's
think
Carlos
at the
Hyde.
time he played in Seattle, Bradley McDougald
It's Carlos
was.
Hyde.
Yep.
He got the 30 when we traded Dougal away for Jamal Adams.
Yep. Carlos Hyde, name you probably have not heard since he was in Seattle.
Oh, I remember that signing and being so mad that Houston didn't re-sign him after he went for 1,000 yards that year.
Yep.
I was actually pissed because I thought he was going to take a lot of carries away from Chris Carson too. Why did I think defense? Because I was going to out loud say the only defensive journeyman I can think of on Seattle was Nico Thorpe.
I haven't heard that name in a minute.
He's still a coach with us.
Dang. John, back to you.
All right, guys. This is another tough one. Hopefully. Hopefully. It clicked in my brain like as I was at work. So, this guy was drafted by the Packers in the 3rd round of the 95 NFL draft. He's a receiver.
Donald Driver.
No.
Desmond Howard.
No. He has a ring with the Packers in Super Bowl
96?
XXXI, so 31.
This is the one with Brett
Uh,
Favre.
Led the NFL in receiving yards in 98. Played with the Packers from 95 to 2001. Went over to the Eagles for 2002 and then retired as a Packer in 2003.
It's not Sterling Sharp, is it?
No.
No, Sharp was like early 90s to mid 90s.
He was drafted in the 3rd round?
Yes.
Amon Green wasn't a wide receiver.
And he wasn't a Packer at the start of his career. He
Oh,
was
I'm
a
sorry.
Seahawk.
Oh, that's right.
No, he retired at Dolphin in 2004. I don't know if that helps at all, but
No.
okay.
Man, why do you
His
gotta
receiver.
why do you gotta do me dirty with these guys from the 90s? I don't know players from the 90s.
Because I know players from the 90s and I know you don't. I want to feel smart for once.
Jeez.
You guys ready?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
got
so.
nothing.
Antonio Freeman.
Oh, I did know him.
I think I've heard that name.
I did know him. Oh, that makes me mad. I didn't know when he played. All right, my turn. Undrafted in 2019 to the Denver Broncos.
Wait. I was going to say Philip Lindsay, but he was 2018. Gosh dang it, Mac.
Philip Lindsay's also high up on my list of my favorite players to ever watch. Then he spent what?
Go ahead.
Then he spent the 2023 season in order with the Rams, Seahawks, and Jets. Went into the offseason with the Bears, but didn't make it out in 2024. Went to the Vikings. And then this past year, in order, was on the Bengals, Colts, and Vikings. It's an offensive player.
What college did he go to?
I can't
I
say
feel like
that.
I might know this one. I might know this. Have I gone and seen this guy's game?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not 100. I
Is
I
it
can't say yes because I don't know.
is it Brett Rippon?
Yeah,
Okay.
He was a
Okay.
Seahawk?
Yeah, he
we
was.
snagged him off of the
He was on the
Rams
practice
practice
squad.
squad at one point, right before we played
Huh.
them in 2023.
I wouldn't have guessed.
He's one of my favorite
I
Boise
could
State quarterbacks.
I couldn't say the college because if I did, Boise State undrafted 2019. That's just a dead giveaway of who it is. I can't. I got nothing.
All right. This is my last one. This probably isn't going to be as glorious for me as the Robert Quinn one, but I do hope it stumps you. This guy's a defensive player. He was drafted in the 5th round of the 2011 draft. He was a Raven, a Bear, a Redskin, and a Raven again.
You know how bad I wanted to say Richard Sherman to that? Fifth round pick in 2011.
Same round as Sherman, completely different career path.
Okay. Ravens.
I'll help you too with this. He was a defensive lineman.
Has he since retired?
Yeah, he retired at the end of the 2021 season.
What were the
Okay.
teams again? I forgot who's between the Ravens and the Redskins.
The Bears.
Chicago.
I thought he was a Falcon at one point, but that was wrong. He was a Raven, a Bear, and a Redskin. Defensive lineman.
Okay. I'm gonna need something in Madden terms. In certain defensive schemes, would he be labeled as an outside linebacker?
No.
No? Okay, interior.
Interior or like a standalone defensive end, not an outside linebacker.
What year did he go to Chicago?
Did he go to?
He was in Chicago from 2015 to 2017.
What college did he go to?
He went to Mississippi State.
Oh, that really doesn't help. Okay.
Where did he play? Where did he have his best season?
His best seasons, I thought it was with the Bears, but his best seasons were actually in Baltimore. In 2014, he had 7.5 sacks. Actually, his first year in Chicago was pretty good. He had 6 sacks.
Oh boy.
He was never like an elite D lineman, but he had a unique name and had a pretty big personality on the field.
Unique name?
Don't think crazy unique. Don't think like crazy, but it just had a name that rolled off. He just had a name that rolled off the tongue.
I got nothing.
I could say his last name is similar to that of a movie title, but that wouldn't help at all.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't help at all.
Mrs. Doubtfire. I got it. No.
I mean, the movie's kind of not really along that line.
Okay, I wanna actually see if I can get this. Okay. So his most memorable years were at the end of his first stint in Baltimore, in the very first year in Chicago.
Yeah.
So the likelihood is he wouldn't be memorable in Washington. What number did he wear in Washington, if you can find that?
In Washington, he wore 96.
Who wore 96?
And this was on Washington in 2018.
Is that the only year he was there?
Yeah.
Oh, of course I wouldn't remember it then, because the only person I can think of that wore 96 in Washington is Casey Toohill, and that is not the right answer.
Nope.
Who wore
I
90?
gave up like 2 minutes ago.
Not Mike Neal. That's a Packer.
Mhm.
Raven. I got nothing.
This is Pernell McPhee.
Oh! Oh no! Oh.
Another name you
I have
haven't
no
heard
idea
probably
who
since
that is.
2015, his first year with the Bears. The football card I have of him is actually him in a 2015
Oh, that's that
game
shutout
against the
game.
Seahawks. Yeah.
That shutout game where Richard Sherman just casually had a 63-yard punt return on a play that wasn't supposed to go to him.
Yep.
Ugh.
But he never had any accolades, so it's tough to. But he just had a name that I remembered.
Yeah, he was good as like a run-stopping defensive end and a rotational pass rusher. He was never crazy special.
No. Unlike Robert Quinn.
Stop bringing him up. I don't like it. You're gonna give me PTSD. Ugh. I really feel like I should have gotten that one. Granted, that's also probably me being a little egotistical saying that. I don't remember seeing him make a single play in his entire career.
He wasn't that memorable, but his name, Pernell McPhee, that's so random. It's like Don Terry Poe. Just such a random one.
The greatest big man to ever play quarterback.
Yep, the jump pass.
But I love that Madden gives him quarterback ultimate team cards to be a quarterback.
That's so
when
funny.
It's always for the Christmas promo when they do the out of position stuff. They always give him a quarterback card, so everyone is rocking a 6'3", 340-pound quarterback who has speed and can throw. You can't take him down. It's hilarious.
For some reason, his break sack stat is insane as well.
That's not fair.
No, like you literally bounce off of him.
Is that the only? That is the only passing touchdown he had. The only passing attempt he had.
It was iconic.
He's the only quarterback to date who can say that every pass he threw ended up in a touchdown.
Even
Most
Mohamed
accurate
Sanu
quarterback.
wasn't that perfect of a passer.
Mm-mm.
No, most accurate quarterback of all time.
Mohamed Sanu would have been great for this career guessing.
Oh yeah, because where did he play? Mohamed
Everywhere.
Sanu. So
Where didn't he play?
He started in Cincinnati, then he went to Atlanta, spent half a year in New England, spent some time during the COVID year with the Niners and Detroit, went back to San Francisco the year after, and then was a practice squad player with the Dolphins in 22 and hasn't been on a team since. Looks like he finally retired.
Yeah, last year.
Yep, September 19th, 2015 announced his official retirement after 3 years of free agency.
Yeah, but listen to his passing stats. 7 for 8, 233 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no picks.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good game.
Nearly perfect passing stats. Minus the
That's
one
like-
incompletion.
It came in. Oh, I don't think that incompletion was his fault though, because it came with Atlanta in 2018, which I don't remember if Julio just straight dropped it or if it was or if it was a good defensive play, but I don't remember that incompletion being his fault. I could be wrong.
Man, the 2010s Falcons offenses were so loaded. You had Sanu, you had Julio, you had Roddy White,
Taylor
you had Michael the
Gabriel.
Burner Turner. Yeah, Taylor Gabriel, Devontae Freeman,
Tevin Coleman,
Tevin Coleman,
Austin Hooper.
a little bit of Steven Jackson.
Oh, yeah, back burner Steven Jackson.
Who at that point in his career was still a really good number 2. Behind Michael the Burner Turner.
That's such a sick nickname too.
He was good. He wasn't good for very long, but he was so good.
When he was good, he was good.
In 2008, Michael Turner had 1,700 yards and 17 touchdowns. Then he had a couple 1,000-yard seasons after that.
There's Steven Jackson. Yeah, absolute unit. He was a unit with the Rams.
He was a monster with the Rams. He was actually one of my favorites to play in Madden, just because he was a bad dude.
Mm-hmm.
Very good power back.
He wasn't too bad in Atlanta. Definitely not a starter, but he wasn't terrible.
No, he was solid. He was a solid number 2. In 2014, he had 700 yards as the backup. Or he says he started 15 games, but still very solid for a running back his age.
Mm-hmm.
Because he would have been in his 30s by that point.
He was the leading rusher that year. Because I think that was Devontae Freeman's rookie season.
That must have been it. So he mentored Devontae Freeman,
who was pretty solid in his own, but there's only so much you can do when your run game is only one-dimensional. Because he didn't have the power. He was a shifty back. He couldn't run through the goal line like Michael Turner could. Michael Turner was a bowling ball.
I'm getting on the 2010s running backs rabbit hole because I just found Frank Gore's Wikipedia page.
Oh, Frank
Frank
Gore.
Gore.
I hate that he was a Ram, but he was so good.
You mean a Niner?
Oh, what did I say?
A
You
Ram.
said he was a Ram.
Yeah, I meant a Niner. All right, I gotta quit the pod now. I just failed.
That's it. Go.
It's just me and you. Aaron, it's just me and you. He's got to go.
Kick him
Figure
out.
it out. Get out of here.
Yeah,
Poser.
Niner, a Colt, a Dolphin, a Bill, and a Jet. The only AFC East team he did not play for was the Patriots.
I was hoping he would complete the cycle before he called it quits.
Man, he could have. His final year in the league, he had 653 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. On a very, very poor Jets team.
On a terrible Jets team, led by the mighty Zach Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
No. That was
me.
Darnold.
Yeah, that was a Darnold team still.
That was the
I
last
forgot.
year of Sam Darnold.
Super Bowl champion quarterback, Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
I still think it's hilarious that he shares a draft class with, who is it?
Lamar
Lamar
Allen,
Jackson, Josh
Baker
Allen.
Mayfield.
Baker, and out of all of those, he's still the first one to get a ring.
Mm-hmm. Now, he technically was not I mean, he was still technically the first one to go to a Super Bowl. It's just he made it as a
But he
backup.
did it as Brock Purdy's backup.
But obviously, no one cares about that. They're only going to count it when you're the starter.
I won't count. I'm not going to count Zach Wilson's ring.
Or
He's
Jimmy
not the starter.
Garoppolo's rings.
Or Jimmy G's rings. No.
Zach Wilson doesn't have a ring.
Sorry, Drew Lock. My bad. I'm sorry. They look the same. Okay, they both look.
But Drew
a lot
Lock,
alike.
Zach Wilson doesn't have a 92-yard game-winning drive with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Drew Lock does.
That's fair. That's fair.
Can we just take a quick...
See, the Geno Smith era of football may not have brought us a Super Bowl, but man, was it so entertaining.
Yeah.
We were
Would
still
you
a
rather go
fun
back
team.
to that or another Super Bowl?
Another Super
Well,
Bowl.
of course, another Super Bowl. But it's the road in between you end up appreciating. Geno Smith may not have won us a Super Bowl, but man, that guy was a good quarterback for us.
When's that road gonna end for us, huh? It's been so long.
Well, maybe your O-line needs to stop getting hurt for one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm hoping with this OC that we have now, this character of ours.
I think Mike McDaniel will do you guys
Justin
good.
Herbert. Yeah.
Justin Herbert needs to deliver in the playoffs. There's no more excuses now.
Mm-hmm.
It's the bottom line is he's a really good quarterback in the regular season, but he needs to step it up in the playoffs, even against defenses like the Patriots and the Texans, because those are his conference rivals now.
I'm just worried that his career is going to end up like Dak's. Decent in the, I would argue pretty good in the regular season when healthy. And then, just playoff record doesn't exist.
No, the Chargers are a better run team than that.
Yeah. Also, Dak's career isn't over. We may see him leave Dallas at some point.
Mm-hmm. I hope to see him leave.
He's good. I don't get the Dak hate. The Zeke hate I totally got because he wasn't a great guy. But not Dak. Dak's a very good quarterback on a very poorly run team.
Mm-hmm. Also,
I hated Antonio Brown before it was cool.
We can't judge Justin Herbert yet on his playoff win statistic yet, because Peyton Manning started 0-3 in his playoff career.
Did. But Herbert needs to step it up.
0-3.
What?
Was he in year 7 with an 0-3 playoff record?
No, he was in year 5.
Yeah, he wasn't good his very first few years.
He was not. No, he was pretty bad as a rookie. Which he's a rookie. He got thrown to the fire. That's expected. And then he came out and he really started to sling the ball. But just like his brother, he had a pretty bad turnover issue.
He still has the interception record, doesn't he?
That's Brett Favre.
No. Just in a season.
Oh, you mean in a season? Yeah.
For a rookie, yes.
Oh, not full time.
It's still a rookie record, but I don't remember what the actual record is unless it's Jameis Winston with his 30.
I think there was a guy. I think it was George Blonda in the 70s had the record.
Oh,
with like 35.
Let's see. What does Jameis Winston's thing say? Where's your stats? Yeah, no, it wasn't. Okay, so George Blanda. George Blanda is also... It says he had the longest playing career of any player.
Mm-hmm. He played from the 1940s to the 1970s.
1949 to 1975.
It says that in 62 he threw 42 interceptions.
Yep, right there. That is a
It's unbreakable.
yeah. That will never get touched. He was a quarterback and a place kicker,
Yep.
and that's why he played for so long is because he couldn't keep playing quarterback, so he had to switch.
The next closest is 35 with Vinny
Vinny Testaverde.
Testaverde.
He threw 35 interceptions in a season. Who did he do that with?
It was an 88.
Was he a Buck then? Because Vinny Testaverde was like one of the most famous journeymen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a Buck. He was still on his rookie contract.
Ooh.
That dude was crazy. He played until 2007. He was drafted in the 80s and played till 2007.
That's insane.
That man was absolutely insane.
And even in 2007, he wasn't half bad at like age 40.
Mm-mm.
Or he was 44.
The saddest
Or
part is
45.
that 21 seasons and he never got a ring.
Nope. Closest he would have been probably was maybe in the 90s with Cleveland. When Cleveland was actually good.
Yeah, when they were the juggernauts back in the day.
They were more juggernauts back in the late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
When the Broncos beat them to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because the 06 Patriots, I don't think were as elite as the other Patriots teams. And he did okay with the Jets. Yeah, the Cleveland team in the 90s might have been it. Specifically in 1994. Because he went 9-4 as a starter.
Oh.
Maybe it was the 0-1 Jets. Either way, not very close to a Super Bowl. Elite journeyman, 2-time Pro Bowler, but not close to a Super Bowl.
If we want to bring up the 2018 quarterback class, can we get a moment of respect for Mr. There were 9 mistakes made in front of me.
Oh my gosh. Oh. I remember him. I even remember when he played for the Dolphins. It was so bad.
I think he was not really given a fair shot in Arizona. I really don't believe they should have given up on him that quick. But oh boy.
But at the same time, man, he was bad.
You were terrible. How many? Because
Chosen Rosen.
And like he was okay. He was okay in college. I don't know if he was necessarily first round talent, but he was also playing in a very heavy loaded Pac-12 era. His career stats: he went 3-13 as a starter, 12 touchdowns and 21 interceptions.
Not top 10 draft pick quality there.
Lost.
But also, you were learning behind a decent like starter / bridge / backup quarterback in Sam Bradford at the time.
Yeah.
Bradford's problem was that he kept getting injured.
Yeah.
Not that he was necessarily bad.
It was, yeah. Bradford had an unfortunate career.
Just got hurt too much. And tried to do too much for the Rams when the Rams were so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they had Steven Jackson.
Oh, and he was so good in college too.
Bradford? Oh yeah.
He was real good in college.
There in Oklahoma.
And yeah, he couldn't be. He had a really good year with Minnesota in 2016, and then he got hurt and Case Keenum took over.
Yep. Rest is history on that one.
And
Mini miracle.
He went 0-3 as a starter with Arizona. Who did they play that year?
That's with Arizona.
That was a bad Arizona team.
That was a really bad Arizona team. That's how they landed Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
in 2019.
You had aged Larry Fitzgerald, not so hot. Oh no, David Johnson was still doing pretty solid. But let's see, you got.
But behind what O-line?
Yeah, so you got blown out by Washington. You got shut out by the Rams, and then you had a close game with the Bears, and that's the year that they won the division with Mitch Trubisky.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had a pretty good year.
What did David Johnson do that season? Because I think that was the last good year that he actually, 900 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2
Not
years
bad.
removed from his fantasy Jesus season. And then Josh Rosen took over, and it wasn't great. You beat a depleted San Francisco team twice, and somehow beat the Packers. Oh, no, that was Rodgers. How did you guys beat the Packers?
No, that was the year Rodgers was hurt, I think.
No,
I think that's the Packers went like 7-8-1.
That was 2017 when he broke his collarbone the second time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was Aaron Rodgers. He threw the ball 50 times that game.
Oh my gosh. Wait, Rosen did or Rodgers?
Rodgers. Rosen threw it 26 times and only completed 11 passes.
Ooh. The Packers defense wasn't that.
Okay, there were no. How did the Packers lose? They had more yards, more first downs, less penalty yardage. They were not very good on third down, but they were 100% on fourth down. They went 2 for 3 in the red zone and dominated time of possession. How did you lose?
Could have been special teams. Some special teams biffs.
You are correct on the record that they had that year.
That was their 7-8-1 year.
It's just, it was Rodgers the whole season, because that was the year that he went down against the Bears in week 1 and then came back and had that massive comeback.
Oh, right. The 2018 season was such a peak season. We didn't go far in the playoffs or anything that year, but it was just fun to watch.
No, the last time
I will never forget the December 23rd game, us versus the Chiefs. That game was a total masterpiece.
That was so beautiful.
And we were one of the only teams that year to defeat the Mahomes monster. One of only like 3.
Monster.
Yeah, that was back when I didn't hate Mahomes yet.
Nobody did. They weren't the dynasty yet. It was just Mahomes came out of nowhere and became MVP.
People,
it's like, whoa.
Yeah, people forget that wasn't his rookie season.
Nope. Because he spent his first year learning behind Alex Smith, who was really good for the Chiefs.
But they knew they were
like a 3-time Pro Bowler with the Chiefs.
No, my favorite year for football, at least for playoff football, was 2017. Because that was the first time Seattle didn't make it since I'd been watching. So I just got to sit and enjoy it.
Yeah.
There was no anger. Except for when the Jaguars lost to the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. I was so mad.
That was a tough one. Saxonville.
You think the Jaguars were going to beat the Patriots?
If they had stuck to their game plan, yeah. They were up 10 points in the fourth quarter.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I think that was also the year. No, never mind.
The year of what?
I was going to say that I think Shazier went down in 2018.
No, 2017.
Was it 19? 17? Oh,
it was earlier, 17.
It was that year. because he wasn't a part of the playoff team that Pittsburgh had that season.
That was sad.
And then I think he had rehabbed enough that he walked out and called the first round pick for the Steelers that year in 2019. I remember that.
Man, he should still be in the league.
I think he's only like 33.
Yeah.
Okay, Shazier, were you in the box score of this game? No, he wasn't. He did get hurt that 2017 season.
Yep.
Did the Bengals make the wild card that year, or were they out that year? I can't remember.
That was in the middle of their drought.
Because they had last made it in 2015?
I think that's right. Yes, because that was the year they went 12-4 and won their division. We had that crazy game that went to overtime, and Thomas Rawls had a breakout. Oh, that's another guy that I was watching.
Rawls.
Oh, right.
One thing.
That was an A.J. McCarron-led Bengals team that almost beat the Steelers in the playoffs.
Yeah. The XFL/UFL GOAT, A.J. McCarron. The one thing that made me really sad, though, talking about these 2010s players, is when Tyler Lockett tweeted and congratulated the Seahawks on winning. He should have been there.
He should have.
Metcalf, I don't care as much about. He wasn't part of it, the organization, like Lockett was.
Yeah, but that's gotta suck for all three of them. You leave, and immediately the year after, we go and win the whole thing.
I mean,
I don't think any of us expected. None of us expected it.
Are you really that upset that Geno Smith doesn't have a ring?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Not necessarily, no.
His second year with us, when he made it very clear there was not going to be any more improvements, I knew a Super Bowl wasn't going to come from him.
But at the same time, you couldn't ask that much out of a 33-year-old journeyman.
Mm-hmm.
He led a very exciting team.
He did,
but just not a Super Bowl ready team.
Let's see, he was
so
on the...
that one's it's a no, but it's not like a heck no.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good quarterback for us. He was like a good Warren Moon, or not a Matt Hasselbeck, because Matt Hasselbeck was our franchise guy for a few years.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. He was he had a really good stop with us.
Ryan had some pretty good seasons, especially that one year with the Jets.
Oh my gosh, Ryan had some great seasons, including his magical 2011 campaign with the Bills.
Oh,
that was back before the beard, and he was out here dueling Brady with Stevie Johnson and Fred Jackson.
I remember the days in Tampa. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think it was the 2018 season. He played because I don't remember how I heard this, but the legit game plan for Tampa Bay against New Orleans that season for that Week 1 game was, we're just gonna air it out and see what happens. And that's when they had that 48-40 victory over them. And my dad said
the 2017 and 18 Bucks and the 2019 Bucks were some crazy offenses.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unfortunate that they were led by Mr. Interception himself.
But that first game happened, and he had that crazy stat line of 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, whatever. And my dad told me that I should pick him up for fantasy, because that was one of the first years I was doing it, and I did, and I started him for the next 2 weeks, and he absolutely dominated them, even though one of them ended up being a loss. It was hilarious. That's all I remember from him in Tampa.
There were two sides to Ryan. there were two sides to him. You had Fitz Magic, and you had Fitz Tragic.
Mm-hmm. And it
Yeah,
didn't matter which one you had, you knew you were going to be entertained.
Yeah, the man was entertaining. Do you remember
Yeah.
his face mask game against the Raiders?
No. Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Where he absolutely
And
launched off
still
that
threw a
pass
dot.
as his head was turned sideways.
Greatest throw of his
Still
career.
threw a dot.
Greatest throw of all time. You can't see, and you still laid that ball in there to be completed.
Like exactly where it needed to be, too.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
It's a shame he got hurt in Washington, his first start.
Mm-hmm. He had 6 passing attempts for 13 yards.
Yeah, not indicative of who he is.
Mm-mm. So good.
NFL legend.
And just like all these other 2010s players, this episode has to come to an end because we have crossed an hour a while ago. So,
Well,
I'm guessing nobody has anything to plug still.
no. We are we will have an Instagram page for you guys to follow here soon. I'll get that figured out for us. Until then, just keep being degenerates, I guess. We're the backseat coaches. Don't do too much degeneracy because I don't want to be the one to blame. But I don't have a lawyer right now, so really don't do it.
You're gonna need one here in a minute.
Aaron, you're supposed to be on my side. Anyways, guys, we are the backseat coaches, and a lot of fun talking. 2 hours now. Hope you guys had a good time. I enjoyed it. I'm sure my co-hosts had a good time. Make sure to like, subscribe. I hate doing that. Comment what your favorite part of the video was. And yeah, or timestamp how many times you saw me get distracted. They're in there, I promise.
Or better yet, comment your favorite 2010s NFL player. We'd like to read those below.
Yeah. Find those guys and then do something with them. I don't know.
Or your least favorite.
Yeah, or the
I'll
most
make a wall of
controversial
shame.
one. Either way. Down below. Peace out, y'all.
Anything to say, Mac?
Yeah, bye.